My name is Tamryn Scheepers, and this is my story. So, it all started when my friend invited me to go to the street challah in Glen Hazel. We were over about 2,000 women, and just the whole experience was so moving. The way the Jewish community come together, the way they support each other, and the chief rabbi had created the initiative of the Shabbat project. And I mean, the street bake was absolutely amazing. We were dancing and we were singing. I mean, I had flour in my hair, and photographers were taking photos of me. And it was just so special that the community come together. The Jewish people, they support each other, even if they're not family, whether they know each other or not. They'll support each other, and and they'll come together and interact with one another, and not judge other people, and they'll share their good stories and their bad stories with each other, and from there, the word spreads, and before you know it, you've got 2,000 women having a street bake, for a good cause. And then the chief rabbi, decided to have a Shabbat project that same weekend, and then I thought more and more about it, and a few people at work asked me, am I going to keep Shabbat? Because I'm actually a Christian. And about a year ago, my mom found out that we actually have Jewish blood. My grandmother was born in World War II in France, and her mother died about 6 months after she was born. But because of the Germans occupying France, they couldn't announce their religion, so she was raised as a Catholic. So recently we found out that I actually had Jewish blood. So I was thinking more about it, and people at work were asking me, am I going to keep Shabbat? So I thought, what, let's give it a try. It's a great initiative, and I'll support the community. I mean, they've supported me, being at King David's school, and so I thought, let's give it a shot. So I went to one of my friends for supper Friday night, and we went to shul. We went to Sydenham shul. So I had my dress on, and I was very smart. So we got there and we lit the candles, and then we walked to shul, and we sat. All the women sat at the top and the men at the bottom. So that was quite different to see, And the choir was absolutely amazing. I mean, I actually just wanted to get up and dance, but you have to be respectful. But it was really a different experience, and so I didn't understand most of the singing, but it was lovely. Then we went back home and we had our Shabbat supper. And we did the brachas with a little bit of wine and your challah. So I used the challah that I'd baked the Thursday night. It was absolutely delicious. There wasn't a crumb left. So then I went home, and then the Saturday morning, I woke up actually quite early, and I had nothing to do. Well, I was keeping Shabbat, so I couldn't watch TV, no phones, no iPads. So, in a way, it forces you to rest. So I went back to sleep for about another 3 hours, and it was actually so peaceful, just being on your own, getting, you get to reflect and, just think and process, what you've done in the week and what am I going to do next week. And, when you are with your family and friends, you have quality bonding time together. So later that afternoon, I was going to one of my other colleagues for lunch, Shabbos lunch. So it was quite a long walk, but it was nice and peaceful, it really gives you time to actually just be calm, So we went there, and we were about 20 people. So, what amazes me the most is how the women have to prepare the suppers for Friday night and then the lunch on the Saturday. I mean, before, Shabbos comes in, it is absolutely, I take my hat off to them. And they've got 3 kids running around. This one's got tennis, this one's got cricket. So that to me is amazing. So we had our lovely lunch. Oh yes, so then we had to go do our vas before the lunch. So it was quite funny. Well, not funny, but so we go wash our hands, and they tell me I must pour the cup 3 times, and they say a little bracha. And then afterwards, I start speaking to the one lady, and she's like, shakes her head at me, and I'm like, what are you saying? And after a while, I realized that nobody's speaking, so I stopped talking. And then we did the prayer thing, or that you bless, and then afterwards the one lady says, no, after the vas you're not allowed to talk. I said, well, thanks for telling me. So that made me think that a lot of times the Jewish people, they take for granted that everybody knows the certain traditions and routines that they follow, but I didn't know those things. So we had our lovely lunch and puddings, and then we did the benching, so that's you say your thanks after the food, and then I walked back home again, and I sat at home for another 2 hours before Shabbat ended, and I was just reflecting on this experience that I'd just gone through. I mean, the journey, it's probably one of the most memorable memories I'm going to have for a very, very long time. And I was actually talking to my mom the other day, and we were talking about my name Tamryn, as there's another lady at work whose name is Tamar, and my name it comes from the Hebrew name Tamara, and Tamara was actually the daughter of King David. So I mean, it does actually make me think. Now I am Tamryn working at King David, and it's a Jewish school, and I've got now Jewish roots, which we've just found out. And I do believe everything happens for a reason, and God has sent me here to, I don't know, maybe get mentoring from the Jewish people, more about my family, and hopefully I have inspired some people to open their hearts and their minds to be more respectful about other people's religion, not necessarily just Judaism, but you need to respect and just appreciate what people value.